Alrighty, so this is our first spot here. It's just these piles of boulders. And it doesn't look like too much special when you look at it, but when you come up closer to it, you'll see the rock here. It kind of looks like a bank with the Quickcrete up to it. Now, I believe some local skaters actually put the Quickcrete there, and what makes it hard is the Quickcrete is really about maybe a little bit wider than an actual skateboard, depending on maybe what width you ride. It's a pretty unique spot. It's kind of hard to sesh just because of the angle of it and because of how skinny the Quickcrete is. It does have a nice run up to it though, and the top of the rock is kind of hard to stall on because it has this kind of dip at the top of it, so you kind of have to like get your deck to like land right in the middle of the dip. And yeah, it's a pretty unique spot, if I do say so myself, and we'll go ahead and get a sesh on it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for this spot. It's so hot outside. I don't know why I wore pants and a black shirt. Didn't bring any water. And this spot's just really hard to ride, but I got a couple of new ones on this one, so I'm happy for that. Okay, so this is our second spot. This is located at Idaho State University. This is personally probably one of my most favorite spots, just because it's got a good run up, it has an okay landing to it, the ledge is very smooth and buttery, it rarely needs wax. Generally when it does get sticky, it's usually the very end of the ledge. And what's really nice about it is you can hit it front side or back side, and it doesn't matter if you ride goofy or regular, you can hit it either way. What's really cool about it is it starts off low and the ledge is level, but the walkway goes downhill. So as you grind it, it actually gets taller, and then towards the end of the ledge, it's like to the very peak of the height of the ledge. So it makes it very easy for you to get onto it, but kind of makes the drop a little bit more, I guess, gnarly and scary. And it is wide enough for you to manual it as well. So definitely one of my favorite spots, and you can definitely get a pretty good sesh here, and it's pretty diverse. You can really do a lot of different kinds of tricks here. So let's get started on them. Why don't we? Taking it, it's so scary. So this spot is spot number 4. I didn't realize how tiring this video would be to make, but this spot isn't like super cool. It's a pretty good like little warm-up spot, but what makes it cool is the sidewalk has been pushed up by this this tree stump right here, and it kind of makes it the sidewalk go into like a little kicker, so it kind of like shoots you up onto the rail. And this is another one that is if you want to hit like the kicker thing, you have to hit it if you're regular, either front side, or if you're goofy, backside. But you can also come like the other direction and like hit the rail and then like jump into like the little kicker spot. So it's kind of a dinky little spot, but it's fun to mess around on. I wouldn't necessarily consider it like a video part like spot, but it's definitely a fun little warm-up spot for sure. Alright, and welcome to the 5th spot. Now, this spot doesn't really look like much because it really isn't much. It's just kind of a manual pad. This wasn't my original idea to come to this spot, but I was kind of wanting to showcase some spots where I could actually kind of get a session on, and a lot of the spots that I was thinking of, or that are like my quote-unquote favorite spots, are not really kind of sesh spots. They're kind of like a one-trick kind of get a clip on. So this mani pad, it you kind of approach it about where the blue recycling bin is, and then you can come over to this side where my scooter sits. So you can do fakies and manuals and all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try and get all kinds of techie for you here. So let's get into it.